Yo, what's going on people, and welcome back to yet another video on the channel. This video is going to be inspired by J.Cole and the off season, using like soul funk old samples to make like bouncy beats that let like rappers like J.Cole flow off easy. So if you like the sound of this, and stick around and I'll show you how I made this. And just before I get into the video, don't forget to follow my Instagram, that's going to be on the screen. So I knew J.Cole always samples like old 70s funk and soul. Then I typed in soul funk and found like playlists on YouTube. And then as you can see here, I used this one called 21st Century. I was just clicking through and I just knew the sounds that I wanted. So this is how the sample sounds pitched up with no chops. So I knew this sample had a basic rhythm and nice sample that I could use. And then throughout I knew I could chop some vocals just to make like accent and build ups to the drums. For the main sample I just took out lots of lows and fader frequencies that I didn't like, and then just made it a little bit brighter because it lost the tone. This is how the main core of the sample sounds. And as you can hear at the end, it has like a little drop where it has like a drum pattern that gives a nice build up into the sample again. So once this sample was pitched up to 3 semitones, I put it in this RX8. Then I use this music rebalance to just remove like the drums and just drive vocals. Then I had these vocal samples just to drive it a little bit more and make the sample a bit unique. And as you can tell there, it gives a nice little build up just to go back into the drums again. And then with that I used just a reverb and just took out lots of frequencies that I didn't like. And then I have this reversed version that sounds like this. And with that I use this ambience reverb, a delay just to get pans left to right, then a shaper box just to give it like that sidechain of pulsing effect and so it wasn't coming in too fast. Then for the intro I just added the plain vocals with the sample that was half timed, and then I used a delay on the vocals like this. And why I added that delay is because it gives it a nice like expanded build up for a drop. And then with that just literally EQ, then I use this wild mix, 70% mix on this delay just to give it that nice drop. As it was an intro and I was cutting the half time so it was slower for the main sample, I just wanted to give this texture just to fill in the blanks a little bit. Then obviously with the texture I turned it down majorly. So now we got the whole sample made, I just knew that I didn't have to add too much drums, so just a few drums that just gives it that extra bounce, because artists like J.Cole can just use their rapping just to drive the whole thing. So here's the hi-hats, and I used a lot of velocity to just give it that natural feeling. At the end you can see I use like triplet rolls, and that gives it like a nice little feed out and then in back into the sample and drums. Then I added this snare. With this delay I gave it the slightest reverb just to give it a little bit more brightness. I feel like it stands out a lot better. Then I use this heavy 808 that gives like bounces and it goes with the sample well. It sounds like this. And then a way to see your 808s are in key with the sample is just run the sample through Mellotron and then it just show you like this. And I added an extra hi-hat, just an extra bounce. Then finally the kick that was just going with the 808. And then the only thing I added was just a different outro at the end, was just a plain sample that sounds like this. And then together with the sample and the drums, this is how it all sounds. yeah, that is the whole beat all together, and if you like that, then slap a like down below, subscribe to the channel. If you've got any suggestions for new videos, then please let me know, and follow my Instagram that's going to be on the screen. So yeah, see you later guys, peace.